Like, hold on. I was like, way off to the side. Okay, let's quit that game. That's so cute. Like the drawing on this, it's cute. That's okay. Oh, do your stuff. Cute. Let me move this. This is like getting in the way of this a little bit more. Oh. Oh, good night. I having duties. Go do your duties. Go sleep early. Airplane. That's cute. Honestly, that's so cute. Write down their adventure. Love Dad. Amelia's room. Right, okay. I actually have to put that tiny little hook. That's actually cute. Go back to the... Sorry, I have to mute for a little bit. Oh yeah. I can't with the cuteness. So cute. How cute that is. The little butterfly. It's adorable. Ah, summer stickers? Is this a bird? Oh, I need to put... Okay. So this... I have to find the birds. Pick... And there's some more birds here. So I can put that there. And this little birdie. And then... Oh, I can move the sun. That's cute. I can move... Maybe I should have put the... sun there. What if I click this one? This feathers? Okay, so I think this pink little guy goes here. This red one, yellow, brown, light brown, one. This is actually cute. Burst of the it's cute. What if I click book? Oh, there's one more. There's a few more. Oh, there's our, how do you call this? Wind chimes? A wind chime. Is it supposed to be a bird? Okay, obviously that's not it's not gonna hold on. How do I figure, how does this, oh, okay, that's the first one. I don't think that actually goes there, but oh, it does. Ooh. Okay. Maybe this one? Maybe not. I don't think. Okay, that makes way more sense now. Maybe this one. Then, is this one not it? Oh, it's that one. Okay. I really, really like this. It's so cute. Where does this go? Oh. Maybe it's here? And then this guy. There we go. Oh, I stick this? How do I stick this? I'm gonna stick this one, and this one. I stuck them raw. Can I like restick them? I can't. Okay. This one goes here. This one here. I think. This one here. And let's go back. Oh, let's actually go back. Telescope. Do I have to find the bird? They're not this bird? How do I... Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, this is the one I just got. I was like, I was gonna say bird, but that's second. Bird. Okay, I need one more bird. There we go. And let's see the last one. Oh, I have to. Okay. I don't think that goes there. I think this one. That one. Green falcon. So cute. I like the drawings on this. This is adorable. Where are my stickers? Telescope and Angry Bird. that like a bird plushie? That's cute. It flew away. Ouch, get hit by the airplane. Aww. Okay, they exaggerated a bit. That was like a big, big thing for just a little, a bump in the head. A little bump in the head. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I just... Okay. So I guess I have to... How do, question mark? Yeah, I have a feeling I have to push the pencils on the... Get the butterfly? Right? I know it's... That one doesn't go there yet, but... Okay, there, and then... And then... Bug? Right? Because it's a bug, and then this side of the bug? Are these legs? Am I doing this right? I think I'm not doing this right. And then this guy, and then what do I do with this? Oh, there we go. And then same thing here. Right? Like that? Right, am I wrong? Did I do something wrong? Did I get... Oh, the body! It was the head. Okay. There we go. I was gonna try and fix every single possible mistake ever. I'm not gonna lie, if I had like cool pencils like this that have like they did like a figurine, I would so have them like perfectly lined up. Like I'd be that crazy. Okay, so I guess next is this color. And next is black. How about this one? Right? This is the first one. Bottom. And now that I have that one, I can kind of guess which one goes where. Kind of. Really big. Oh, firefly! I feel dumb. I did not know that was what it said. What does it move? Oh. Also, the pieces have to match? Is that it? Okay, wait. This one goes here, right? And then if I go by that logic, this will go here. And then this one there. A little bit more here. Oh! Yay! There we go. Let's do this one. Okay. This one. Then this one. Then I think this one. No, it's that one. I know it's that one. It's one of this. That one. Then it's not this one, even though that one goes there perfectly. There we go. If I put this one and this one. Now I wanna put my stickers. I wanna put my little stickers. But I don't know where they go. Hold on. Where do they go? Okay, this one goes here. And then Firefly goes 3 dots. I have no idea. Okay, this one goes here. Oh, this one goes here. Pencil and Firefly. I've never made stuff like that. Oh, it looks. Can you actually make butterflies? That's actually cute. Ooh, dragons! I have dragons. Oh wait, I have to. Not this one. I need the full color. Okay, this one, and then. Honestly, this is kind of cool. I think mine is wrong. Mine is so wrong. Okay, that one has to be first, right? And this one? I think mine is wrong again. It's wrong. Does it not go there first? This one? Wrong. Like this. Put this one and then this one. And then Or I would have gone second. This one second. And then this one on top of it. And then this one. And then this one. That is still not it. So wrong. What if I just put it like other way around? It's other way around, right? Right? Tell me it is. It looks way better. Maybe if this one goes last. Last, but sense. That one go last. Sense. Got the color right. Just that's wrong. Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like starting to become insane, I feel like. That is so not it. So not it. I think it's this one first. Obviously goes there. There's no way it doesn't go there. Oh! It's all I have no idea what I did. I don't get the order. I don't get what I did, but I did it. I guess. Okay, this one all the way down. Oh. Tail? The tail should be around somewhere. Hold on. What about the head? That connects his head, right? Oh, I can just... I can also... Wait, if I do that... Because on the tail. What about the whole tail? That. What about that? Oh wait, no, it can just... go there, and then... head. Am I wrong? Oh. Head. Right? Got it? We can make that way. I'm supposed to make it look at same thing but other way? Make it look down? Go here because I don't know where this goes. This one? This way and oh, there we go. But I have to make it look the other way. Right. The first time. Oh wait, I'm disjointing the tail. Oh, there we go. I am great with shadows. Absolutely amazing. Oh, is this like books? No idea. I'll start with something easy. I have no idea. Or not. I need to make sure. Damn it. Damn it, bird. I wanted to make sure. Okay, then goes that way. And then it's tiny little legs. Tiny little legs. That one. This one. And this one. And this little. I feel like I'm forcing the books to like make sense when they themselves don't want to make sense. Push it up there real quick, and then this guy. One tiny problem with this. But I can have that one there. Can I push this little guy a little bit to the side? Close to the... oh god. Okay then. Let's change the books. That will work. That will work. Would it? It really wouldn't. Because this thing will have to go here, and then this will have to go here. And this just would work. This is some absolute nonsense that I'm creating right now. I'm creating chaos. Go there then for like a few minutes. I figured that out. Try out. I can do this, but I can't move this. This but going this way, but the other way around, because this still's gonna have to go this way, and this one this way, and then I feel like I had the right intuition this whole time, but I was just being stupid. It's a little, no, it's a little like, yeah. I had the right intuition this whole time. Okay, this is Fairy Wing. This is Dragon. This one is the book. And this one. There's one more. Which one? Or where is it? Wait, I didn't know. I wanna do this again. A Pegasus? Is there Pegasus somewhere? Oh! It's broken! Aww! That it's broken. I'll just stick them to... You obviously go here, but I don't have anything to stick you with. You're not a lag, are you? What are you? Maybe part of a wing? There we go. I kind of feel like, what if I accidentally break this more than it is? I think like some random piece. Stick this one here. Like part of some wings. Like goes there. One like someone goes here. Oh, that one. I knew it. I knew it this entire time. It says Pegasus book and here. I like that I have stickers. So I can stick them. Is it weird that I like the stickers? Dragons, fairies, chimeras, I think. Hello? Hello? Oh. I got sleepy there. Should tell them all about the fairies and the dragons and the whole fairy tale land. Cool. Anyone else has had to read it is thank you for playing. Aw, sad. That was it. See what comes up next. I feel like I pass this so quickly. But it was so cute though. That's actually cute. Adorable. Oh, I gotta have another thing. Look at this. This is kinda cute. The little bird and the little thing. Like that's this is really cute. Wait, is that like a floating ghost? I just realized it's a floating ghost. Okay, that one has like a floating little ghost. This one, the butterfly, right? Each one has like something. This one is a bird, and the crib is like the little thing. That little thing, whatever that is. It's cute. That's cute, honestly. I like this. Cute. Actually cute game though. I figure out what other games I can play. This is actually such a cute game though. I wanna play it completely if there is like if there's more. I wish. Birds are really cute. I'm back in March to see what comes. Oh yeah, there's more in March. Yes, I guess we'll have to see what's next on March. Cute little game. Like more cute little puzzle games, I think. Yeah, I don't think I have any. But I do have. What I have. What I have. Atrean, I guess. Let's play Atrean a bit for the rest. For the rest of the day. That's like cozy. Actually, wait, no. I have yes. I'll play a random game. I'll let a random game around here play. Mhm. Wait till that's done, because I forgot to recheck. So cute. More cute puzzle games. Lot of good anime. Honestly thought I honestly thought that I was gonna be like super bad at the game. I am normally super awful at like puzzle games, but I was decent enough on the game to not mess up. Like this thing. It's by a special novel since I'm in Cozy Land and this looks cute. I like cute Cozy Land. Um, like this. It's the little thing. That's the little window thing. We hide it. New game. I need to change my touch thingy. Wish I had like a language thing. I get like a oh god, English please. I don't know enough Japanese to like understand what the game says. Honestly, look, I know toggle menu. If I were to see something, let's see. I don't understand anything. Back to game. Forgot the. I know some words. This. Forgot the. Forgot the. Ne. Ru. Ko. To. Okay, now that I'm done with my horrible Japanese. Alright, I was gonna change. I was gonna change my it's the game that I was playing. The there we go. Kind of sleeper train ride that made it feel as though morning will never break. As I sat in that leather-bound seat in second class, I felt my worn-out consciousness flit in and out of the dreamland. I dreamt of an arrow flying towards a brightly gleaming target, a wounded beast pursuing its prey, a sullen flying fish separated, tearing through the waves. Perhaps they were hallucinations, born of bond of sympathy with lonesome train, racing as it was through the dark night in search of the dawn. Like, there a voice in here? Is there really any voice in here? Red, blue, green. Green effects. Is there no audio? Oh, let's say on. Okay. Each time I awoke, I felt like dawn must be approaching, only to realize the clock's hand had barely inched forward. I shook myself out of my listless daze. Having trouble sleeping? Someone inquired abruptly. What the heck? This guy looks creepy. It was a passenger sitting with perfect posture in the seat across of mine. The hand of the sleep that had previously crept up on me to snatch me away without warning was now drawing back cowed. Falling asleep was not the problem. Staying asleep was yet no longer what troubled me. Fed up with this game of tug of war between sleep and wakefulness, I decided to engage in idle small talk with the passenger as I waited for a gentler sleep. We shared a train cabin. We spoke not of our destination or our purpose in traveling. I had not taste for here or there or the now. Instead, I sought out the comfort of times, of your faraway land, the incorporeal. We spoke of odd customs in the places we have visited, botanical marvels, magnificent celestial bodies questionable throughout professed by passing drug guards. It was fruitless, yet curiously delightful exchange akin to two people showing one another bottle clouds. Forgive my forwardness, but I spoke upon once we reached a suitable segue in our conversation. I was feeling wide awake by this point. Our Mandarin conversation had lowered our inhibititious as early as potency. Now that I had spoken up, I was committed to what followed. What is that book you're holding? You know, thank you for asking, Game, because I was wondering the same thing. That sounds like an interesting book. I finally blurted out the question I had been wondering the entire train ride. I was referring, of course, to the storybook held loosely in his arms. The book seemed auditorily looking for one in the possession of a such well-groomed man. It appeared worn down and shabby, like a textbook used and abused. Poor book, man. I doubted it had much in the way of material value, yet it was clear that to him it was rare, irreplaceable treasure. After all, throughout the long ride, not once he had stowed it in his luggage. Instead, he cradled it protectively as though it was one of a kind jewel. Honest, that is me with new books. If I have like a new book, I really want to get new books, man. I want to get new books to read. I really do. I hate being poor. But if I get like a new book, that is never going to be it. On how to take it somewhere, or I want to take it somewhere. It's never going to be in a bag unless it's raining. Otherwise, it's staying in my hands. His hands held the book with gentle care, apparent even through his leather gloves. It looks like a museum exhibit releasing upon velvet cover stand. I apologize if I had said anything untoward. I quickly added nervous that I made a crush upon sore subject for the man, such as an obsession like that of drawing watching the doll was unbecoming of this gentleman foul in his soft-spoken yet self-possessed tone. I imagined that there could be some circumstance which would pin him to touch upon which would turn to give me a pang of conscience. Not at all, rest assured, I took no offense, he replied after a moment's pause, in that same calm tone. That is the most relieving to hear. May I inquire, is that a hand-bound book? I looked to the book in question, with no further reservations. He opened his hand and allowed me to see the book, just as I had summarized. From the brief glimpse up till that point, the book tilted was handwritten, no doubt with a brush. Adabana Odd Tales. Its beautiful brushstrokes spoke of a magical, methodical yet free-spirited hand. I cannot say that word. I like to imagine the story tells of a fruitless flower, or perhaps it is story itself that is frivolous. Did you pen this curiosity titled book? Inwardly, I mortified my own brashness. But he showed no signs of annoyance or impatience. Instead, he inclined his head in a non-capital gesture. I suppose you could say I had a small hand in its crafting. Not all of it is my work, though. Would you say then that you co-authored it with someone else? Something like that, yes. It was hard to believe that this vague, non-committal responses were coming from the same person who had been so clear in eloquent moments before. My curiosity piqued, I conveniently forgot my manners to lead in with interest. What is it about? Is it a work of fiction? That's a harder question to answer than you might think. I fear a new synopsis I provide my run over long. Yet again, his response was indicative of nothing at all. He gazed at me modestly as though trying to see if I was interested in an overlong discussion. I did not wish to speak, his expression will be more reserved. Had he wished to speak, he would have started by now. I could only conclude that the deep down, he cared not whether he spoke or kept his words to himself. It was as though his mind was perfectly balanced on a set of scales. I gently placed my own curiosity. I feel like I want to have this game just to see if I can practice Japanese. It just with the, since it has like Japanese itself, I like I cannot, to casually just go replay this game, put it like in the Japanese like version of visual novel. And try to figure out what it's saying, even though I know what it's gonna say now, but please, I would love to hear it. Since I can like, well, I'm not there, I don't know. I don't remember how I did the language thing. Toggle the button. Oh, it's like in here. Box. The scene sat as it was against the backdrop of the misty blue grays. It was like something out of a scroll depicting the advancement of the seasons. The only thing visible, though the oppressive haze, was the moon, its light beaming down to the skies in a meager consolation. One could hardly blame the girl for mistaking the moon's beautiful round light as a way out of the dark depths she stood in. She gazed at the moon for some indeterminate amount of time before wrapping her arms around herself with a shiver. It was the motion of someone who was only first noticing her appearance after feeling the chilly air on her bare skin. It looks so cute though. The girl looked down at herself as she clad in a bright white kimono. It was neatly starched and hand airy, a finely embroidered furisode and an obi hime adorned obi. Her limbs felt constricted like those of an eccentric in training. But the dressful appearance was no mishap by its maker. It was a reaction of the wash of pale blue that the darkness was for upon all things here. The girl slowly brought her hands up to study them. Her fingers too were shade akin to snow. She would have believed that they were a doll's hands, but for the way her fingers moved at her will. She blinked a few times and tilted her head to one side. She tried to ascertain something from the paleness of her looks, but found it too bright and gave up. In fact, this white color she had only just laid eyes upon for the first time now felt as though it was a blank color, that it had stepped out of her own mind. Looking at her surroundings, she had no idea where she was. Looking at herself, she has no idea who she was. She could recognize the moon as a moon. She could recognize the trees as trees. That much was tribal, so why could she not ascertain who or where she was? More to the point, she was not even certain how grave it was that she did not know those things. Here she was in a bleak world, growing colder by the moment. Yet all she could do was stand in silence like a soulless doll, or a lily quietly withering away. The tranquil silence was abruptly shattered by the most unpleasant sound. Judging by the echo, the voice, jolting loud as it was still far away. An average person who deemed it the howl of some great beast, they will have undoubtedly imagined some ravenous four-legged creature with ferocious claws and fangs before fleeing in blind panic. Yet there stood the hollow shell of a girl. She turned her head towards the loud roar, but the danger of the situation seemed lost on her. She made no effort to flee. Instead, she leaned in towards the source of the noise, peering through the trees. The next growl came from much closer, an admonishment of her carelessness. As the girl instantly backpedaled and burning figure advanced towards her. The figure was giant, befitting its loud voice, the brightest loud in its path. Jesus Christ, what is that? That is a thing of nightmares. It had a head, hands, and feet. It was bipedal, less like a beast and more like a man. But one side of it was bulging outwards like it was ready to burst at any moment. This loop-sided figure could not possibly be human. Its figure wavered strangely, never fully coming onto focus. It was as though blood-tinged fog that has set and then taken life of its own. Its heavily disturbed portion of the two gasping boys. The only place was not permitted by a sickening crimson. Were those its eyes? They looked down at the girl ominously. The girl sucked in a breath, and she held a hand out, quivering her heart. Her clean, blank mental state was starting to be dyed another color. She could not process what it was she was seeing or what it was that she was feeling. It was a chill that ran through her own inability to move that gave her the vague sense that whatever this was, it was not good, as it was what not normal. All she could do was stand there frozen, unable to breathe, looming figure reflected in her wide eyes. Just then, something sprang out of the ticket to the side. It was a boy clad in dark clothes that blended into the darkness, moonlight shows in highlight. His face revealed a tense expression and uncanny gaze. His finely toned muscles gave him a supple frame, and his sweet bearing, the dry leaves crushed audibly under his feet. It all happened so fast, the wind might as well have abruptly taken on a human form, yet when the girl's heart leaped, it was not out of the fear of the starland. Starlement? For a night the monster this was not out to hurt her. In fact, she could tell within the moment that it was the monster who the boy chose to face down, not her. After all, he stood protectively in front of the girl, his sole possible concealing her from the view of the monster's hollow eyes. Or maybe it had been her heart that kindled by the glimpse he had of his eyes as he leapt in, that persuaded her. His pale eyes would burn in a cold fire. The moment of the boy landed, he saw an arm run to his side. It was thus he drew power from the earth into his hands. For the moment he could have sworn he was a bird. Wait, what, a bird? Okay, sure. Unfurling one wing, but closer inspection she noticed something in his hands that made her blank. Not a brush? Just it was a typical writing brush, its tip gleaming black like it had been freshly dipped in ink. It was not something one would expect to see brandished against the hostile monster in midst of the dying fortress of the night. Quaint as a gate girl might, it was a neat slanted brush, and not also unlikely to transform to a hand blade.
Huh?
As the boy swung the brush anyway, he gave a sharp cry of focus, his brush tip slashing horizontally through the air like a blade. It was a mighty stroke, but it was still just a brush stroke. Could have done nothing but splash the monster in ink. And it did hurt the little monster. Honestly, I like the art on this. The art on this is really good. Yet the monster howled. It was very obvious that it was howl of pain. The boy's brush had instantaneously seared in a neat horizontal black line across the monster's torso. The top half of the monster's eye seemed really off. The lower half was suddenly where the line had been drawn. A rush had slashed the monster in two. The girl stared at the spectacle, but baited beneath. The monster's body did not topple to the ground, however, instead of it gave a black-like smoke-like substance for fading away. This line made it seem like the monster had been made of tiny soot-like bugs and flesh and blood. It all happened within moments in a very unspectacular fashion. After those strange depictions, the two princesses were back to being in quiet late autumn forest. I just realized why I don't play visual novels. The boy's easy soul's penman stands and turned into the face of the girl. The girl made his gaze easily. The boy's eyes gleamed not with cold hostility but with tranquil moonlight. While he had signs of beauty in his features, his cheeks were drawn back, undaunted, and he wore a neutral expression that implied a certain maturity. He had the air of a scholar in a warrior's body, an air befitting the uncouth yet refined concept of brush-wielding monster slave. So funny. I don't like just kill like the buster with the brush, but someone randomly being like, I have my almighty brush. I was like the monster with ink. Kinda sounds so funny. As the girl took the boy's appearance, something flitted briefly through her mind. Was it the boy's features or his eyes that reminded her of something she was trying to remember? The boy himself? Suddenly herself she followed him to usher her through the door. Is her name Shirohime? The girl and boy stepped on late autumn wood, and it looked like an all-remnant storehouse. While the forest had been teeming with life, the air here was so stagnant it could make one doze off. The structure had amber-colored support beams and slightly blackened stucco walls. Okay. The building was sturdy and well-made, but the interior was a mess. Disorderly array of ornaments and books had been stacked on the shelves, while drawers and trunks were full to the brim, and even overflowed with their contents. It had been an heir-to place that had been stored to use household. Did not fit in the closet of the Merintors, subsequently forgot about. Yet the items consigned to this prison slept peacefully slumber, guarded as they were a dusty old comforter. As the girl took her surroundings in, she felt an odd sense of nostalgia. Yet it was not the place itself that made her nostalgic, but a deeper, indescribable feeling towards it, like she had dreamt of this place once before. Perhaps everyone who visited this storehouse got the same feeling. The girl spoke up softly. She had murmured the question absently to herself, but the boy addressed it all the same, his eyes widening slightly. The surprise made her feel as though she could have remembered it. Yet she could not. All she could do was shake her head. Yet, overcome the uncertainty surrounding her circumstances, it had all came gushing out. The more she spoke, the more she felt like her mind she lost her reconnected. The main reason she became so talkative was that the more she heard her own voice, the more it sank how strange that this was. After she saw hints of smoke, vestiges of lost memory through her clouds, and this felt like her clearest glimpse yet.
このお話を知っている
So opened in its own accord, and dazzling beam of light erupted in its pages. The limit Shirohima's already clouded countenance go even more wide. Kurofuda closed his eyes resolutely as the light engulfed him. First the boy and girl traveled through the door to Old Storehouse. Now they were swept away to Hanasaka Jisen's story. Hanasaka Jisen. Am I gonna be evil? Or something? It took several moments to grasp what just happened. The moment she opened the illustrated book, dazzling the lights burst into the pages. What was happening? The next, she knew she was somewhere else altogether. The first thing she saw was a clear, beautiful sky with a deep blue that expanded as far as the eye could see. The story that might linger in one's vision. There she Those were the monsters. The old man had not the heart to ignore his stock splitting. He plunged his hoe into the spot that Shiro indicated. Then, as Shirohime turned the page, she could hear the old man cry out loud.
なんとこれは一体
What they saw was a bursting illustrated on the subsequent page. Gold. Money. The more the old man dug into the earth, the more the coins flew out, blinking as the king. The old man work his wetlands for years, he had struck upon a trove of treasure. I wish I could stroke into treasure like that, just like a little bit. And then gold. Mounts of copious money. He just sat down like a well-behaved dog. The next top old man wagged his very white tail. The dog seemed quite pleased with himself, with a sigh of pride exhaled humorously. Oh, the owner could not get over.
ばあさん、ちょっと来ておくれ。
Look at me, you're so cute. Like a little bow, like a little bow. Because it's tied up in front, just like the bow in there. It's like doggy.
シロがここでくるりと回ってワンワンと鳴いたんですね。それで何をそんなに必死なのかなと軽い気持ちでクワを振るったら
Hello. Hello, cuties. How are ya?
大判小判がザクザク。うちの畑にこんなものが埋まってるなんて思いもしなかったですよ。
まあ、そんなことが。こりゃシロのお手柄ですね。このお金でたくさんごちそうを買ってあげようね。あのおばあさんは私たちのことが見えていないようですね。
この世界で俺たちのことが見えて話ができるの。あのおじいさんだった。そういうものなの。
Quick setting guide.
おじいさん、
What the? They have setting guides? Is that all? Is Ji-san gonna be evil at the end? Not. It's gonna be lame. Lurking behind, spying on the old couple.
隣人だな。
Someone was spying on the gleeful old couple from behind a tree. The honest old couple had a pair of neighbors that lived next door, a greedy old husband and his wife. That was rather a flattering descriptor. That was it? That's only the descriptor we're getting? That they're evil? They're gonna kill someone. I think they're either gonna kill someone, try to steal their money and kill someone, and steal the money.
隣のじいさんめ、まさかあんな宝を探り当てるとは。
私は見てましたよ。あそこにいる犬のシロがここぐらいワンワンと鳴いたところを掘ったんです。
Big old woman.
するとあの犬は宝の匂いを嗅ぐことができるってわけだな。
That is the voice that they normally put for like lower rate villains.
Eh? 白を貸してほしいですって。
Evil they are. Look at those smiles of evilness. Look at that. Evil laughs. Evil smiles. They even look evil.
しかし
Evil looking people.
私はこの目でしかと見たんですよ。あのシロがあんたんとこの畑でここぐりワンワンと鳴くところをね。
たまたま拾った犬が大判小判を掘り当てるだなんて。
That I like when they describe the dog
その
barking.
幸せを独り占めするおつもりかな。
They're just like, Like,
わかりました。
so funny to me. Because they're so evil. Like, they made them, like, really and evil. And they're like, one, nante. And then doing that just takes away the evilness. Like the idea, but he allowed the girly old couple to talk into him, leaving Sheeta in their care. Shiro looked back many times as he followed the neighbors to their house. No, let's not give the dog away. Let's not do that.
おじいさん、あの人に白を預けてよかったのですか？
No, that was a bad idea. Horrible idea, might I add.
しかし、シロが幸せを呼ぶ犬だとしたら、私たちだけがその恩恵に預かるわけにもいかない。
That's where you're wrong. Those people are evil. Evil people do not deserve money. Or the cute little white dog.
ああ、それはそうですね。
You guys are wrong.
きっとあの人にも幸福をもたらして、堅くなな心を解きほぐしてくれるだろう。
きっとそうなりますね。
You deserve money. You know, I also deserve money, you know. I don't do much. I stay in my room, and you know what else I do? I stay in my room. You can't be more lawful than that, you know. You can't be more of a law-abiding citizen than me. I just do one thing. Yeah. And instead of good fortune, I get one thing.
大丈夫なのでしょうか？
I get misfortune and unluckiness. I don't know what happened. If past lives were a thing, I don't know what past life me had made for me to deserve such a crap life. You know, I should have been like a serial killer or something at that point. Like, past life me should have been like a serial killer, like something awful.
こっちに来るんだ。さあ、早く。
I hate them. I could kill. I really hate when dogs have like leashes like that are like just around the neck, because they just strangle the dog. I really hate those. I hate those things. I feel bad for the animal.
無駄だ。あいつには俺たちのことが見えないし。
Dog? That's sad.
これはお話。私がどうしようと、筋はもう申し訳ありません。止めに入らなければ。
無理もないと思う。ここにいる間は、あれが本当に起こっていること、それに君らしいとも思った。
They're evil. They're gonna kill their dog or something. Maybe.
さっきからここを踏み荒らすようにして吠えているな。
でもおじいさん、隣の畑で泣いていた時とはちょっと様子が違うような。
しかし、こうして引っ張っても引っ張ってもギャーギャーわめくばかりで進もうとせん。何かあるとすれば
Hey, that person.
確かにそうですね。
さあ、クワを。隣のじいさんたちがどうも簡単に手にした財宝だぞ。わしらだけ手に入らないなど豪腹ではないか。
The performance his stage would allow without playing.
何か出ましたか、おじいさん。
Apple smell.
この嫌な匂いは。
Smelling mud. I mean, they kind of deserve that. We're going to ruin our nice built soil.
いや、こいつはわざと嫌なものが出るところを掘らせたんだ。
Yeah, they're gonna kill that dog. Yeah. He took the hoe and bashed it into the doggy's head. He deserves death. I don't care. That old guy deserves to die. He needs to die. He killed the dog. Died. Rode down on the spot after the gritty old man dealt a terrible blow to him. I feel bad for that dog.
Shiro!
As the honest old man, he had grown worried about Shiro and had come to check on him.
すまんな。畑仕事中にじゃれついてくるもので手元が狂って頭に当たってしまった。
Liar! He so killed that dog.
なんということ。
Every fading from her body at once. Dang. Rima stood there hang her head. He started to question if it all had been a dream. The bird disappeared to have seen, suffered terribly, to have never seen one's beloved. Once again, that's what death is. He thought back to the first he woke up in the woods.
先ほどの炭、とても冷たく、恐ろしい感触がありました。指の先から体中が冷えてしまうような。
エゾーシにはまだ続きがある。
Yeah, more to the story. There's more revenge.
続き。
Are we gonna take revenge?
続きがある。
Revenge. Vengeance for Doggy. Vengeance for Shida. The good doggy. them
き
evil
っと傲慢なこと
somehow.
なのでしょう。
おお、なんということ。
本当に不思議なことです。
私もだよ、おばあさん。城を思い出すな。拾ってきた時には、あんなに小さかったのに。
Is the tree gonna be like, it's kind of like Cheeto? I sure appeared before the old couple in their dreams. In their dreams, amazingly enough, Cheetah spoke to the human tongue. He asked them to make a mortar out of the tree in the garden. They spoke of their dream when they woke, and they decided to do as Cheetah asked. They made a mortar from the tree. Mortar, and they wasted no time putting rice in it. They grinded down the rice when Cheetah came alive. Wonders the more they worked the rice in the mortar, the more rice there was. As soon as the bowl overflowed with it, and as soon after the tiny little hut was bursting with rice.
それは驚いた。どんな仕組みでこんなことが起こるんだ。
Their neighbors gotta be close by. Oh, those stupid neighbors.
ああ、そうに違いない。夢でうつ
という新しい姿をもらって生まれ変わっ
私たちが一番嬉しいのは、この臼のぬくもりにお前を感じることなんだよ。ヒーロー。
どうした？
Why didn't Cheetah came back? Let's go with
白が
that.
戻ってきてよかった。その思いを噛みしめていたのです。あの炭の感触は白と同じです。おじいさんたちの言う通り、白が木に身を変えて戻ってきたのですね。それだけおじいさんたちのそばにいたかった。幸せになってほしかった。絵草紙。おとぎ話というものは、
そうだ。
とにかくまだ続きがあるようですから。飲みま
The
しょう。
neighbors are gonna be evil. That's what I think. Next day, the greedy old couple next door paid the honest couple a visit. ¿Verdad? Hola, salte al medio. Hilda, vamos. Why evil? I say as I pet my cat to move out of the way. Evil. You know how how in movies you have like a villain like petting like an animal, like like Doctor Evil. That's how I felt while I was like petting my cat to move out. people. Why? Voldemort are his family treasure and refused to part with it, but the greedy old man simply took the mortar by
うる
force.
さいしらばっくれやがっていいからよこせああ
This passionate tone writing was sharp contrast, angry yelling, pain groan. She could hear
おじい
within
さ
the
ん私た
hut.
ちはちゃんと見ていたのよ。また富を独り占めしよってんだね、あんたたちは。
They did a good job into me hating those greedy old people. As soon as I killed the dog, I hated them. As soon as I knew they were gonna kill the dog, I hated those people. I couldn't do. It's just gonna be me hating them. I'm so sad. Being alive. That's as good as sad goes. Oh. As soon as I got home, the greedy old couple began grinding some rice in the mortar. However, all that emerged from the pestle was more foul-smelling mud, and refused the rice they had started with all had gone to waste. Angrily demanding to know why these bad things only happened to them, the greedy old man took the mortar and... Today we're gonna kill the dog. Now they're gonna break the mortar thingy.
隣のじいさんやっぱりあの臼はお貸しできません
You're
あれ
running
は白
faintly.
の形見なのですええ白そのものなのですいくらでもお米を渡しますですからどうか返してください
Feeling desperately caution and hand on his weight, I saw his cutting hair when the greedy old man had stolen the mortar. A jolt ran through Shirohime as the jolt of an impulse. Her body reacted before her mind could catch up. She tried to force the word break away from the book, but it was too late. Demanding to know why these bad things only happened to her, the greedy old man and woman took the mortar and broke it, then threw the pieces into the fire. Well, let's not do that.
Shiro!
私はシロに2度目の死を与えてしまったのですね。
おい白姫。
Venus was fading, her body was crumpling in place of her own will and drifted away. The black bug of oblivion swallowed her in a single gulp, pulling her into the dark abyss. Bug? B-O-G? Bug? What? They mean that or fog? I guess it's, yeah, it's just her and Kurofune.
このお話の終わりを知ったとき、私はどのような私を見るのでしょう。
To the story. The old man was beside himself with grief when he found his mortar burned. The crowd though he might, the mortar ashes will never again return to mortar form. Resigned, the old man decided to gather up what
そういう物語だったと。
answer once more. What do you want to do? Not wouldn't answer but with another question, something that just occurred her while she was gripped with indecision.
聞いてもいいでしょうか。
あ
あなたのその不思議な筆でお話を書き換えることはできないのでしょうか。 もし
Out of a grunt, someone cleared their throat both. Oh, he turned evil. Oh, damn.
いけません、白姫様。
Oh, he's evil. Oh, damn. Onion snakes will come, and then they will eat you up. Crowder would thrown his arms wide. Tension like a dull lightning had hit him, giving him the appearance of a clockwork toy. Dressy pointed the most of all his endlessly different unfocused eyes. Shirohime thinks, what did I click? Red cracks ran from his head, the tips of his fingers still did audible noise. It was like an egg starting to crack. The fact that it was described of anything another freakish hatching. The cracks through pieces almond shell leaving burning red. Oh god. He's evil.
これはあの時の夜の森で出会ったどうしておじいさんが私の言葉が
白姫
黒筆さん
なんだ
わかりませんおじいさんにお話を変えられるかも
わかったともかく一旦引くぞあれはアダバナ嵐という鬼だ
Adabana spoiler. Stop in the garden.
アダバナある
歪んで暴走した巨大な思いの塊多くは衝動に従って
重い
Ruin stores because
あれ
they're
もシミと同じものなのですか
そう言えるかもしれないただシミのように寄せはしない見ろあのデタラメな様を
then towards the road.
なんでしょうあれは
枯れ木にドクロを咲かす枯れ木にドクロ
枯れ木にドクロ
But I clicked to make him evil.
枯れ木にドクロを咲かせましょう
Those ones that should have.
なぜこんなものを咲かせるのでしょうこのお話をどうするつもりなのでしょう
映像紙を見てみろおそらくもう侵食されているはずだ
Sinister red count. The wind sent to ashes into the air, scattered them all around them. Countless deaths sprouted. The buds awaiting spring on their bare branches all suddenly sprouted, blooming into a multitude of skulls. The old man didn't want Shiro to suffer in solitude, so he decided to spread death across the land. Shiro could be Shiro in the dead world, no matter how badly the greedy old man treated him. He will never die again. The old man was not long for this world anyway, so plunging into the abyss of death was the act that came easy to him. As long as he could stay with Shiro forever, being in the world of death wasn't so bad, he thought. In fact, the sooner he departed for the afterlife, the easier it would be. After all, he wouldn't be alone.
これがおじいさんの望んだ幸せな結末だったというのですか 本当にこれがおじいさんの望み。
いや、そうとは限らない。確かにこんな結末が彼の頭の中けれど、これが望みの全てだとは。
そうでしょうか。
おじいさんはシロの死を受け入れていた。あの表情、あの声。
確かに。
シミが文字を食ってしまうように、アダバナ嵐がおじいさんを食ってしまったんだと思う。おじいさんの中にあった死を望む心につけ込んで。
それはアダバナ嵐もまた死を望んでいたということですか？なぜそんなことを。
わからない。ともかく白姫は
どうなさるおつもり。
切るしかないだろう。
それは
ああ、このまま放っておけば突然鬼となったおじい。大丈夫、すぐに終わる。きっと。
Also, they're gonna kill the old
ど
man?
うした？
There's no way, no.
時間？猶予はあまりないと思うが、何をするつもりだ？
あのアダバナ嵐のシミの一種なら、私はその炭は使わなければいい。そうしてから本来の文字を食べたし。
なるほど。やってみる価値はある。
はい。
だから試して。
Oh, we're gonna rescue the old man. Or at least try to rescue him. On a spoiler.
枯れ木にドクロを咲かせましょう。はあ？
白姫、今だ。
Use her chance. That's da-da-da-da-na. Da-dum.
白姫。
Is it like howling in pain or no? The scenery.
姫様。
おじいさんですか？
はい。お恥ずかしながら、アダバナ嵐にすっかりのこれでは
Oh,
何もで
it's
き
a
ません。
grandpa.
私の愚かしい部分があのような乱暴をしているというのに止めることすら。
Da-da-da-da-dum.
まさか白姫様まで巻き添えにし。
いいえ、おじいさん。今からでも遅くはありません。アダバナ嵐を炭に変え。
なりません、姫様。アダバナ嵐は御せるものではございません。奴に打ち勝つには強い炭が必要なのです。ここまで来てしまっては。どうかお帰りください。助けを。
ですが。
それに
Oh
全て
no.
を死に塗り替えるという結末を。
He started evil.
Hey!
He turned evil. No.
おじいさん。
I knew it. He turned
Oh, damn it.
evil.
アダバナ嵐は強すぎる。
では
逃げるしかない。
Oh no. So I feel like I managed to get like a bad ending here.
そうですね。
それに
or something like that.
一人の時はつまらなかった。ただ目についたシミやあだ花嵐を退治するだけで。あんなの掃除と変わらない。だから、おとぎ話に触れるたびに、くるくると表情を変え、おとぎ話を読むというのは、こういうことだったと。
そうですか。
どうした？
いえ、何かを思い出せそうでした。けれど、
そうか。無理して思い出す必要はない。歪みか。
Hey, I'll make this like I like making horror books. Urashimataro. The story. Urashimataro. I have heard of this, like from like dramas or something. I believe. Urashimataro, the one that lived in the sea and then went back to like
白姫、これは
the
何の映
village
像
and
した？
he was like all alone or something.
浦島太郎というお話だそうです。こ
Something.
の浦島太郎というのは、どなたか。
ああ、そうだよ。主人公の名
そうなのですか。
前。なんだ？
黒筆さんは、
知ってる。
I don't know if I'm right or
と
not.
いうことは、どのように。
いや、この絵草紙が俺の知っている浦島太郎とは。
つまり、
Be a random
前におっしゃってい
Urashimataro.
たように。
Got it.
そう
I'm
いう
gonna
こと
make it
だ。
a horror
君
story.
はさっき、
そうなのですか。
ああ、君が読んだのは、確か観音様のお告げを受けた、その他にも、大金持ちの娘と結婚しようとした若者が。
それは、お話の始めからかなり花坂じいさんのおじいさんは、ご自分のお話についてたった一つの運命だとおっしゃっていましたが、それはおとぎ話に限らず不思議なものですね。
There. us with evil
っているなら
vibes.
あんまりからお前にとってはざる
She can be evil.
ごめんなさいね。
She could be a little bit
相
evil.
変わらず過
A
保護な
little
んだ
bit.
から。
Not a lot, just a little teeny bit evil.
わ
You
ざ
know,
わざ白姫を戸
splash
惑
of
わせるよう
evil.
な物言いをする。
私は別に戸惑はただ白姫が昔と同じようにくるくると表
白姫は万華鏡じゃない。なんだ、
あんたが急に半地物めいたこと言うからでしょ。
半地物？
いいわ、もう。あ、そうだ、これだけは覚えてなさいよ。そうなのですか？そうよ。つけたと言ってもあんたの格好覚えておきます。こればかりはもう二度と忘れちゃダメよ。それじゃありがとうございます。
自分はただ、なんて綺麗な方なんだろうと思いましたが。
最初は
Yeah, no, she just kidnap someone and let them stay there for like a really long time. So everyone died.
乙姫様も
He was all alone.
そういうのとは縁。
確かに。
まあ、もうお帰りになるだなんてあなた様は恩人なのですから遠慮なさることはありません。私の大切な亀を助けてくださったご恩はどうかもう一日だけで良いのです。
そこまでおっしゃるのなら。
Ah,
そういう
this
次第
person is just kidnapping this. I just kept going and going and going and going. The party never ended. Party don't stop.
夢が
I feel like Ura. Can I get reminded of the Key and Peele sketch where they go with the party doesn't stop, and they're just like it's Friday night and the party don't stop. Because they're gonna keep partying because it's Friday, and then it just kept going and going until they went insane, and they still couldn't like escape.
私は夢の中でのみ咲くあだ花の一つなのでしょうか。ひとときでも咲けるのならばそれで十分ではありませんか。朝でしょうか、夜でしょうか。目が覚めたからには朝なのでしょう。
Morning? Oh my god. Did the eternity just
おはよ
pass?
う。エゾウシの様子はどうだ？
おはようございます。エゾウシはいつもと変わりません。
The party still hasn't ended. Again on the next day too, Urashima Taro accepted Lady Otohime's heartfelt hospitality. The dancing was gorgeous, the sake was delicious, and the conversation with Lady Otohime was delightful. Urashima Taro was content in a way he had never felt before, and was far from weary from his stay. Hence why every night, when Lady Otohime would plead with him to stay another day, he would readily agree. Why are we staying with our kidnappers? Jesus. Just staying with his kidnappers because they treat him nice.
ここに来てからどれほど経ったのでしょうか。
わからない。
黒筆さんはこのお話
わからない。以前もやたらと待たされて歯がゆい思いをした覚えはあるが、これほどかどうかは。
Yeah, he stayed until everyone grew old and died.
いえ、そんな。虫食いはありません。シミもつまりこのお話は
そのはずだ。
ではこれで私たちの役目は
最後まで読んでみないうちはわからない。残念。ただ君がそれに付き合う必要。
はい。
ここを後にして別の映像。
ええ。もう少しだけ待ちましょう。
わかった。
浦島さん、眠っていらっしゃるのですね。
Also, this looks so pretty. Like, I like the art in this. But then again, you kidnap this guy. Basically.
どんな飾りよりも、音楽よりも前よりもずっと
I guess.
暖かくて美しい。
It's fine. Who cares? Who cares that you basically kidnapped someone?
どうしたの？申し訳ありません。やだ、気なんか回しちゃって。そんなところで小さくなってないで、邪魔なんてことがないわ。私一人だけうつつに置いていかれて、起こしてしまわない。大丈夫よ。浦島様の人間が何か言いたいこと、言葉。
Yo, I don't know what happens to him. Let's go with it. What happens? doors? What the heck?
お嬢さん、楽しい時間を邪魔して悪いけど、もうそろそろ限界よ。
Carried down to our woman, reading a mischievous streak. Career books. Da-da-da.
そうね。あと100を数える前に出てきてくれるとありがたいかしら。お父様にはお腹が痛くなってご婦人に行ってるってわかりました。
The heck? Her tutor? What
もう
the?
そんな時間か。
ごめんなさい。時計のネジが巻かれていなかったようで。こんな私だからこそ、乙姫様のお心をあんな風に解釈したのかもしれません。
浦島はやっぱりとっとと竜宮城から帰るべきだった。離れがたいのなら陸の世界に乙姫を連れて帰ればよかったんだ。
The question of what if Otohime went to the human realm and stayed there? Dun dun dun. What could have happened? Nobody knows.
白姫。大丈夫か？怪我はしていないようだが。
ここは私は青い
青いす。
はい。そんな。私は確かあれは全てを書き換えようとする青でした。やがて青い墨は海の水になって
Dun
こ
dun
の大広
dun.
間にあふれかえ。私は冷たい潮に溺れて夢中でもがいて。どうして。もしや私は夢でも見ていたのでしょうか。
That was not a dream. That woman wanted to murder.
白姫、落ち着いて最初から話して。
はい。取り乱して
Oh,
申し訳あ
was
りません。
out for blood.
どうした？
いえ、着物の下に何か。これは
シミ？
Okay, that's kind of cute though.
どういうことなのでしょう。いつから私の帯に挟まっていたの。
It's good. I think that thing was hiding from Otohime.
おそらく本来の絵草紙の一部を食ったシミだろう。
つまり本当の絵草紙にはまだまだ虫食い穴があって、乙姫。
そうだ。ただ一つ疑問なのは、なぜ
どういうことでしょう。
シミは俺たちが絵草紙を元の形に。だからアダバナ、もちろんシミがあいつの城であるこの竜宮城でそんなにも長い間。
それでこれを絵草紙に戻し。
そうだな、おそらく。
あら、こんなところ。
Oh, it's just back. Psycho music.
白姫、逃げろ。
I thought they were gonna leave the psycho music.
逃がさないわよ。人間の手足って器用に動くものね。でも忘れちゃダメよ。私は逃がさない。
Maybe it was anger. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe she was just feeling anger this whole time. It's Otohime, I think.
あれは黒筆さん。それはダメです。ごめんなさいって。もしかしたら乙姫様が止められるかもしれません。
Big a gamble. Why are we doing this?
かけてみます。
So she didn't realize it, then...
あれ、待たせた。やっと見つけたんだよ。この間のとは違う浦島太郎を。お前に見せてやりたくってさ。無理。
What happened to the happiness? Why are we back to the nightmare field that I created?
アダバナ嵐の体の中でしょうか。
白姫、ブスカ、
黒筆さん。
手を伸ばせ、早く。
なんだ。
Oh, yeah, it's like I blew off it now.
空の色。これは
Down.
私の内から入れたもの。
これは
はい、
一体どうやってその量。
わかりました。
行くぞ。
ええ。
This is kind of like a good ending for Otohime. Right? Phelan? One good ending out of 0 good endings?
分かっていたの。
Otohime was a
なる
turtle.
ほどな。
Smart.
亀の墨を手に入れた時、君が二重の意味を感じたのは、乙姫がダイやヒラメが人の姿に変じられるのならというか、
こっちが本当の姿よ。
私は乙姫様と初めてお会いしたとき、その眼差し、これはあくまでも。
そんなことまで手がずるいわよね。どうせ私がなんでか。
もしや浦島さんに助けられる前から。
そうよ。それ以上は言わないで。最初に亀の姿を借りてここへ来たのは、でも
Then something strange happened to Taro. That miserable old man transformed into a crane. The crane flapped its newfound wings and took flight for Mount Horai. At the same time, Lady Otohime transformed herself into a turtle and set out for Mount Horai as Taro had. When reunited on Mount Horai, they got married and lived happily ever after.
どういうことよこれって何をしたのあんたたち私こんなの知らない
私たちはただアダバナ嵐の
この結末ははるか昔に一度だこっちの
Yeah, that's what I knew. That's what I thought I knew about this story. Like Otohime and Taro after it became a like crane, they got married happily ever after. That was like a happy ending. I mean, weird ending, but happy, I guess.
ごねているありがとうね
Actually, wait. It's gonna be 2 a.m. I have to. I have to stop playing after.
あなたたちもお元気どうされたのですか
I'm glad that I got the happy ending for Otohime.
名前があるのですかそれは美しい響きよ恋っていう
何を話していたんだ
何でも文字を一つ教えてくださっただけです
Like her with the blue outfit. Not gonna lie, she looks way better with the blue outfit. I had her a white outfit, but I like the other outfit. Orashi Bataro, the end. It's has been completed. I only did one book correctly with a happy ending. Mainly because I wanted Otohime to be happy. Okay, let's stop. Let's go here. Why am I all the way there? What the heck? Let's go back here. There we go. I need to close this. How do I know that this saved? Open quick save. Save screen. Quick save. Maybe here? Yes. And then quit game. There we go. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 a.m. So I'm gonna call it a day here. So yeah, have a good day, night, evening, whatever the hell hour it is. And hopefully I can stream tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. Bye.